Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. So in this video we are going to take a look at how the TEQ, or a 55% TEQ Goten, the new TEQ Goten, does in the Hybrid Sans Extreme Super Battle Road stage. So obviously TEQ Goten is kind of designed to be a floater in terms of the kind of team construction and everything like that. He is a buff to the Gifted Warriors category, and he is of course a pretty powerful unit when used correctly. So we're not going to misuse him, we're not going to try and force him to be a main rotation unit or anything like that. In fact, we're not going to spend too long in the stage in general. The main goal that we're going to achieve today is basically just to see how much damage he takes at 55%. Does he survive a super attack with an item? Does he survive a normal attack with an item? And yeah, that's pretty much it. The reason is because he's not a massive damage dealer and his kit is pretty simple. Once we ascertain how much damage he takes, let's say when he first appears, we'll be able to judge pretty much how much damage he's going to take from that point onwards. Remember, he gains additional 10% attack and defense whenever he attacks, but at 55% especially, that's not going to be very often or any more than once per turn. And pretty much we just want to get a rough idea on if he would survive a super attack and would we realistically be able to defeat the stage without him, or with him I should say, sorry. So we have a pretty solid Hybrid Sans team here. Obviously Goten pretty much only raises attack and raises his attack and defense from his passive, but he is providing his buff to the Ghost Tanks and to the TEQ Trunks. Obviously this video was filmed before the same name update, otherwise we'd be running a slightly different looking team, and Goten's support passive for Gifted Warriors categories would be a lot more beneficial for the rest of the rotation. The more Gifted Warriors category units you have in your Hybrid Sans ESBR team, the more beneficial a unit like TEQ Goten is going to be. His passive uptime will increase, which means overall he's going to be helping your team perform a lot better. Of course, we're just here just to basically test how much damage he's going to take, and to take a look at how he does overall. Obviously, he does fulfill the passives for Trunks, which is very good and very important. Him fulfilling the passive for Trunks is kind of vital to his performance and fulfilling his role on this team, especially before the same name update. It is imperative. I've moved him into main rotation just so we can see him take some damage. We have activated an Icarus, so we do have one item active, and we'll get a good look at how he performs. Obviously, pretty solid damage from Trunks there. That's due to the support from this Goten. 1.5 million essentially as well, which is not too bad. He will raise his defense after this due to his passive. And yeah, 28,000 from a type disadvantage unit and a couple thousand from type neutral units. Realistically, that is more than fine. Honestly, there's not too much to complain about in terms of that performance there. We didn't see him take a super, but based off of those numbers, I don't think he would get us one shot killed or anything like that if he got supered. So overall, Goten seems to be a solid enough option at 55% for the Hybrid Sans ESBR. Obviously, if we had a couple more dupes in him, he would be looking a lot more impressive, so to say, but he is still well manageable and able to go into the stage and perform. Basically you just need to make sure that you bring him and that you float him along, otherwise you're going to end up taking a little bit too much damage and things like that. But yeah, he looks really solid and I'm actually very happy with that performance defensively. Like I said, we're not here to see too much from him. We could pretty much end the video there. Kind of just want to get one more turn with him in. Maybe we can see him take a super attack or something. But yeah, realistically, that's pretty much all we wanted to see from him. We're not going to run around in circles to see him take 1,000 attacks. We know what he's really about. He's got a very simple kit, that 40% attack and defense buff to Gifted Warriors categories, and of course he himself gains some additional attack and defense each turn. You can see here he's gained that additional attack and defense, so pretty solid overall there. And yeah, he should realistically tank a bit better. Obviously, just we've got some stuns going on here, so we're not going to use an item. Obviously, Goten doesn't provide a lot of utility, so to say, which is maybe his only real kind of negative, I would say, about his build. I think it would have been nice if he added a bit more utility. But that being said, obviously he's doing perfectly fine. And so we'll be okay to rock a 55% Goten. So if you've got Goten and you really need a unit for your team, maybe you're missing a certain unit, maybe you are looking for a unit to fill in that gap, Goten can definitely jump in here and do a really solid job. So yeah, I don't think there's any reason to be upset. I think if you've got Goten, throw him in there with an item, he'll tank fine. It's not like he's going to be a main tank, but he will be more than fine to take a couple of hits on the back end there. So yeah, when we look at units in ESBR and in other content, it's always, I don't like to run these videos super long. I feel like there's no point in showing you a unit tanking the whole stage unless there's varying capabilities or things the unit can do. Do they have an active skill? Do they have a unit super attack? Do they have a revive skill? Do they have evasion and additionals that haven't been seen yet? And I think in terms of Goten, I think we've seen pretty much everything you're gonna see, especially from a 55% unit. If I had a couple dupes and he was, gaining attack and defense at an alarming rate and really just constantly improving, I'd say, oh, okay, cool, definitely need to see more of him. But I really think there's no need. He's up to 95,000 defense, which is really, really solid. Really decent attack stat. Probably we'll see, especially with B-Pan's active skill, we should see a decent attack stat. So yeah, I think we've seen everything we need to see from him. He's providing a nice big chunky buff to this Trunks, who just hit 4 million. And then we should be able to see Goten himself pop a really good attack stat as well. So yeah, 2 points. Yeah, so really, really solid display by little Goten here, especially at 55%. I think it's really quite impressive. Obviously, B-Pan's active skill does help quite a bit with that offensive output, but as you can see, he got up to 95k defense, which is pretty decent. He could be link leveled. I could stick equipment on him as well. So you can definitely do a little bit more than he's showing here. And I think if you've got dupes in him, you'll definitely be seeing a different Goten to what I'm seeing. You definitely will see a much stronger, more powerful overall performance. And I think that's perfectly fine. I think that's definitely, something that people want to see from Goten. It's definitely something that's well worth it and something you get if you have dupes. So yeah, but overall, really, really happy with his performance. And yeah, we're just gonna basically let him die in this next fight. We could probably beat the stage. We've saved enough items and our team has a lot of control, especially for the final fight, which is essentially just trying to control Broly from killing your whole team. But I think we'll just see how much damage he takes without an item, and then we'll just basically leave it at that. So it starts at 80k, definitely going to take a crap ton of damage, but that's alright. And yeah, thanks for watching the video, guys. As always, thank you for the support. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have a Goten with dupes, if you've taken them into the stage, how did he perform, how did you find them in the stage, or if you haven't done this stage, are you looking forward to using Goten? But yeah, other than that, thanks guys for watching the video. I think Goten did really well, especially at 55%. And I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a couple more dupes in him and incorporating him into my youth Gifted Warriors team, because I think that's actually a team I'm going to have a lot of fun with. But yeah, that's it from me, guys. So as always, stay safe, cheers, and I will catch you in the next video. But until then, bye!